So good evening, sir. We are very delighted to have you here today. So you have worked more than 15 years in IT industry and have worked in roles like AI technologies, DevSecOps expert, and currently a staff solution architect with expertise across multiple domains. And the enterprise systems. So would you please like to share your journey with us?
Yeah, Jazakallah khair, first of all, inviting me on this platform. and it's my pleasure to be here and then share my experience. So, Alhamdulillah, as I mentioned before, also, my journey was very humble. I came from a very humble background. So, I did my engineering from South City College in year 2000 and 2005, and I was part of the electronics branch. And that's how my journey started, Alhamdulillah. And I'm very grateful to the college and to the entire staff and everyone who has contributed to my success. So it's not alone where I am right now, but it's a contribution of the entire college, of the people, of the staff, of the leadership, and the management who are behind the entire journey of my success. So this is how I started, and then I landed up on in the IT background, even though I was from electronics. But that's how the journey started. We got a good placement in Infosys in year back 2005. That's how I started my journey, and then I was part of the Infosys software engineering team as an initial you can say software intern, and that's how I started my journey. And alhamdulillah, from there I worked with Infosys for almost 8 years. 4 years I worked in India, and then I was placed in US. So that's how I started my journey in India, and then gradually moved towards US piece. And there I work with multiple US companies right now, working with an AI startup, which is mainly focusing on the AI specific products. So that's how I started as a humble background, coming from the college, joining the IT company, and then going all the way towards US, and then starting my journey there. And then towards that journey, definitely I used to upgrade myself on each and every level, because there is saying if you're not upgrading, you are downgrading. So that's how exactly it is. So if you are stagnant at one place, if I would be saying, okay, mashallah, I've done my 5 years or 4 years of college, that's a good start, but you have to keep on upgrading yourself. If you're not upgrading, you're downgrading. So if you are stagnant at one place, definitely you're not growing. So that's how, in a nutshell, I started my journey, and then that's how I am right now, where I am right now in the IT industry. And alhamdulillah, very pleased and for all the honor you guys are giving me. So I hope I answered your question.
So you have more than 15 experience. What are some key turning points in your career that helped you reach this level?
So the most important career turning point was gradually moving from India all the way to US, because the working culture is very different.
Yeah.
The client is very different, and the people, the way they approach, the way they think is very different. So I would say that was my turning point the moment I landed to US. And the moment I went there, it was altogether a different world. The more you work there, the more people appreciate your work. So that's how exactly I would say it's a turning point for me. And then I decided to give my heart out to the work which I was doing with Infosys and different companies. I used to work in US. So I would say that was my turning point, where exactly where I can see a shift in the culture, shift in the way people work. The people take their work very seriously. And at the same time, they appreciate your work a lot. Even if you add a value, even if it's the smallest value add, they really appreciate your work, what you're doing for them. So I would say that would be a turning point in my career, where exactly that gave me a launching pad to go to the further level.
So as you mentioned, there's a very difference in US and India. So what made you go from India to all the way to US?
So it was again a company initiative. So company like Infosys, they had that initiative where people who are working with US client, we used to get opportunity of going to on-site at that time. So that was basically a culture. You work for Indian company, and then if you're performing well, and if you're a good fit, then definitely you get a chance to go and work out outside.
So, sir, you have worked from traditional systems to modern cloud and microservices. So how did you manage to keep adapting over time?
Yeah, that's a very important question, because there is a saying, right? Survival of the fittest.
Yeah, exactly.
So then again, the nature gives you the opportunity. Either you upgrade yourself, and then you go in that mode of survival of the fittest. So that's how exactly being in the IT industry, the technology keeps on shifting and keeps on changing. you can say
Yeah.
maybe in years and or maybe in months or something of this kind. So when you work for a company, there are opportunities where these kind of shift comes into play. So for example, you're working into traditional piece of software, suddenly cloud came into picture. So now companies also help their employees to adapt to such kind of change in the technology. So
Training program.
yeah, so we have training programs, we have projects where exactly where you can do all those POV and POC, we say the proof of value and the proof of concepts. That's how exactly you have to be very opportunistic. You where exactly you go in, try to be very alert in your organization, where you understand this is where the opportunity is knocking on your door. So be alert, be open your eyes, and always be grabbing this opportunity. So that's how exactly I try to track all this kind of technology and make myself relevant in that technology as the technology is evolving. So that's how exactly I should be always hunger to go and be part of it and be on top of the technology.
That is very difficult to do. So you have worked with multiple cloud platforms like AWS, GCP, and Azure. So based on your experience, how should a beginner start, like right now?
Okay, so for a beginner to start, what I would say is the first thing is try to make some kind of MVP, where is you say minimal viable product. You don't have to be enterprise level application already part of it.
Basics.
Yeah, basic. So at least if I am a student right now, I would try to make something which is a minimal viable product, where it's a very basic product which is touching all this technology. So it can be cloud, it can be Docker, it can be AI, or it can be any specific domain where you want to show and shine. So that's how you should start. You should make a very base level project which is MVP, and try to be utilizing all this kind of technology where you can make these kind of products, and then you can showcase yourself on the social media, whether it's LinkedIn or any other technology platform, where you can go and present yourself and make sure people know what exactly you have made and how it is adding value and doing a problem solve. You have to take a problem statement, and then that MVP should be solving the problem. Definitely you're not solving it from day one because it's MVP, but it has potential to go enterprise level and solve a big problem. So that's how you should start as a student. So let me give you an example. A student came to us, and then he or she made a very basic MVP product where they were trying to solve a problem of a cancer.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's a very basic product where with the AI they can take the images, and on the images they can go and analyze those images, and very fast they can understand this specific area is impacted by cancer, which helps medical students or maybe medical professionals to go and diagnose those specific areas. So being a student, I know AI, and I've built a very basic system where I can take the images, I can do the evaluation, and I can do the analysis of this image, and then come with a proper report which can help the down the line system and professionals to basically go and understand those things. Yeah. So that's how you can start as a beginner, and definitely with this AI world, it becomes so easy. Everyone has the opportunity. Everyone has a tool under the sun. So use it, grab it, and then shine by using all those tools.
So in your journey, was there a project or a movement that challenged you and taught you something very important?
Yeah. So every project or every journey, it has taught me is the baseline was to add value. So wherever you go, whichever project you are working in, don't worry, it's a big project, it's a small project. Always remember to give value and add value to the specific project, to that specific organization, where you can go and show the value what you are adding by doing that specific project. So I hope I answered the question. So maybe you can again go back and you can again repeat the question if I'm derailing it from that question.
No, it's okay. So if you were a student right now, so the things are very different. Like when you passed out in 2005 and right now in 2026, there is a very drastic change, you can say. So if you're a student right now, so how would you start like your career?
So I would say right now students, they have really a very good opportunity because AI is there, and AI can help you out. Many tools are there. Yeah. At our time, we have to literally go and go to the library, open each and every book, and understand what exactly needs to be done. With the AI, definitely you can just give a prompt, and you can get the entire thesis. You can get your assignments done. You can get your coding done. So for students who are starting, definitely they should try to embed and start using these AI tools to make their journey easy. So whichever field they are, electronics, mechanical, computers, or civil, or any field they are looking into it, try to take advantage of these tools, and then make these tools your best buddy. And using these tools, you can definitely add a lot of value in your journey. Either making an MVP project, either showcasing your skills. You can really make so many websites at a click of a button right now. So there are so many ways to do it by using these AI tools. And definitely networking is very important. So if you're starting your career, definitely start making your LinkedIn profile and start talking about what exactly you're doing. Either it's small, either it's basic, but start showcasing your skills the way you can go and present yourself in the real world. Yes, definitely, yes, yes.
So as you mentioned that we have very vast variety of tools, so everybody has an access to it. So how a particular student will stand out using this technology?
Yeah, that's very important. Again, it's all your idea and how you execute this. So there are like 10 products in the market. Let's say, for example, so you have Uber, you have Ola, and you have, say, Rapido. So all three are catering to the same business, same market, and same specific user base. Each have their own advantages. The way you are presenting your services, the way you are competing. So definitely all the people are using the same tools, because initially we were using the same books. You guys are using the same AI tools. The way you present, the way you present your idea, your presentation, the value add what you are putting into it, the actual execution, the way you are executing it. Maybe someone is executing the same thing maybe in 10 different steps. You are doing it in maybe like 5 steps. That's how you differentiate yourself while presenting any solution. So that's how you can differentiate. You can even take a niche area where people are not focusing on. So some people they're not focusing on niche area. Everyone is focusing on the maybe a gold rush.
Like, can you give an example?
Let's say, for example, say in the medical field, there is a very niche area where no one is focusing on. So let's say on wet cupping. So no one has heard about wet cupping. What is wet cupping? Yes. Yes. So now this is the niche area. So now you have to go and understand. Okay, what is the wet cupping and how I can help people. On that wet cupping piece, how exactly, what should be the procedure, what should be the protocol, and how I can add value in that specific journey to it. So there can be niche area where you can pick up those niche area and you can add value to it and you can execute it in a way where you can differentiate from the other peers. So that's how you can first understand the niche area and see if that niche area basically resonates with you or you are happy while doing it, you enjoy that niche area. So it can be
very important to have interest.
Yeah. So you can go and pick up that niche area, try to understand, yes, this is my niche area. It can be anything, it can be basic, but it depends upon the execution, the way you are doing it, and then you are presenting it to the outer world. So coming back to your question, yes, everyone has the same AI tool, but the way you execute, the way you think, the way you are creative, it makes a lot of difference.
So what practical advice would you give to students like us who need to reach this position like that?
So I would say again, stick to very basic. As I said, you have to be disciplined. You have to show your hunger. You have to always keep upgrading. So there is no stopping to learning. So we should not say, okay, since I have done my 20 plus years of education, now I'm done. No, that's how the journey begins. So to reach to my piece or to my part where exactly I'm right now, or to be much better than me, the only thing is be disciplined, be hungered, keep upgrading yourself, do networking with the people, because your network is your net worth. Your network is your net worth. So the more you're networking with the people will be there. People are really good in the market who are there to help you out. So start networking with the people, start connecting with the people who are already there in the field and how exactly they're doing it. Start writing the name of the people you want to be in next 15 years, in next 10 years. Okay, this is XYZ persona, and I want to be here at maybe in next 10 years, in next 15 years. And what exactly they are doing in their day-to-day life, what is their journey and how exactly they went all the way till that position. That's how exactly you can start. And then on the way, definitely you can be proactive, you can learn different things, you can add your own value, and then definitely, inshallah, you will be there at that position soon.
So basically to be an opportunist.
Yes.
So thank you so much, sir, for taking time to share your journey and insights with us today. Your experience across different roles and technologies has given us a clear understanding of what it takes to grow in the tech industry. And thank you again so much.
Jazakallah khair for me.